Hi, good morning everybody and welcome to our Craft TV. So today we've got something a little bit special. We've got some fabulous deals for you and it really is amazing. So the deals that we have are going to be on the website for 48 hours. So you've got until the 19th of March at midnight to grab all the deals that you can. So we've put a little bit of a schedule together for you. So we're going to go through everything that we've got, all the deals that we've got. We are going to be demoing as well. So that is also coming up. But also I just want to make sure that I'm telling you all about the Robin's Nest as well. Okay. So the deals are amazing. So on the screen at the moment, you can see that we have our Robin's Nest membership. Now, this is where you're going to actually incorporate more savings. So you're going to get savings on top of your savings. So as you can see on the screen, membership is £24 for 12 months. So that's just broken down to £2 a month. And you can get that on www.highlightcrafts.com. Now, first of all, if you're not a Robin's Nest member, if you actually pop that in your basket, check out, you are then instantly a member straight away. Okay, so you don't have to wait for a code or anything like that. As soon as you check out your Robin's Nest membership, your membership is live straight away. And obviously it's £24, 12 months, and you're going to get 10% off of all your Highlight products. So even though this is a sales show, Robin's Nest members are going to get an extra 10% off, which is fabulous. You're going to get your lanyard, you're going to get, also your lanyard is actually quite important. So we're at the NEC this weekend, and obviously we've got all the other Crafting Live events coming up. When you've got your lanyard, come to see us on the stand. If you're wearing your lanyard, you get 10% of anything that's on our stand, okay? So that's even more benefits. So we just keep giving you more. So it is a super purchase. So again, £24, 12 months, super benefits. And if you're not a Robin's Nest, free UK delivery as well. Obviously we get it. So £50. If you're not, let me do that again. If you're not a Robin's Nest member, items, if you put items in your basket up to and over £50, you get free delivery. When you become a Robin's Nest member, up to over £25, you're going to get free delivery. So again, your delivery comes down. So if you're only spending £25, you're going to get free delivery. Without the membership, you've got to spend £50, over £50 to get your free delivery. So again, just giving you more and more and more. And as you can see on the screen on there, it tells you all the details that you need. So also today, as a little bit of a gift, we've got our little tweet. So again, once you've spent £20 of products from the show that we've got today, little tweet's free. And he is fabulous. When we get to him, I'll show you what he looks like. He is marvellous. So he's free. So as soon as you put £20 into your basket and check out, he's coming along straight away. Okay? So I think he's adorable and you can snip into him and everything. He's fabulous. So he's going to go on all of your collections straight away. So we're going to show you our favourites as well. So we'll go through some of our favourites. Our favourites is going to be the Bumblebee Barn. This is an incredible collection. And look at your saving. Look at that. Members, Nest members, £49.80. Sorry, I didn't actually know we were saving that much money. £49.80 saving if you're in the Nest. So remember, if you're not a Nest member, a Nest in the Nest club already, pop that in your basket, check it out. It activates your Nest membership straight away. Then you're going to get that extra saving. So you're then saving £49.80 on top of the savings again. So that is just incredible. I just think that's just fabulous. So this is one of our favourite products. So you're getting the whole collection for well, £70, 19 pence, which is amazing. So the actual collection. Oh, sorry, moving on, alphabet and number bundle as well. This is another one of our favourites. Sorry, I did want to tell you about this. Again, super saving. So again, Nest members are saving £17.83. So you're actually paying £12.14 and you're only going to, you're getting numbers to alphabet. So you're getting the uppercase and the lowercase alphabet in this. So it's just brilliant. So I think these are incredible. The savings are just immense. So remember, spend that £20, you're going to get little tweet as well. Spend, if you're a Robin's Nest member, over £20, you're actually going to get free delivery. And if you're not, after £25 for free delivery, and then £50 when you're not a Nest member. So again, I just want to make sure we get all those in. So here we have Belle. Now Belle is beautiful, isn't she stunning? So again, 2 dies, and the savings, we really have, you know, tried to give you as much as we can for this one. Then we've got our rural patches, and you're actually getting more than you're seeing on the screen because there's multiple sizes for this one as well. So you're getting 12 dies. Even though you're only seeing the 3 on the screen, there's multiple sizes. Then we've also got our morning delivery. Again, this is a nested die, so you're getting 7 dies in total for this, all coming down in size, so it helps with all that seam building. Then we've also got our rusty bucket. Now these are all amazing dies because these are all nested, so you're going to be able to create your card blanks as well, and he is fabulous. And look at the saving on this. We're saving £8.80 in our Robin's Nest members, which is fabulous. We all love a saving, don't we? We've got Just to Say dies. Now these cut out as they are. So we've got our special day, best wishes, just for you. So we've got those stash sentiments, so happy birthday, the ones that you're going to need all the time. And again, you're saving £4.90. The savings on these are just wonderful. So, and then the next one, we've got our Craftmaster storage wallets. So we've got 3 for 2 on this, which again is incredible. So obviously, you put 3 in your basket and you only pay for 2. And remember, if you've got your Robin's Nest membership, you get another 10% off that. So again, even more savings. Fabulous. So we've also got print and stick. Now, this is something that I think is one of the must-haves to have in your stash, especially one with the alphabets that we've got, and also with the sentiment dies that we've got, because you print off a colour. So you print off a whole sheet of colour, so you're wanting black sentiments or red sentiments, etc. You cut them out and you've got automatic word stickers, which is fabulous. So easy to use, really, really easy. So again, remember, keep looking on the website, keep going back there looking for your savings. So we need to look at our Bumblebee Barn and our letters and numbers now. Now this, let me just put my letters and numbers to one side, the Bumblebee Barn. So the collection does actually include, it's including the paper pack as well. So you're going to get the paper pack and all of these dies. So I just wanted to leave it in the packaging because I want to get it out and show you how much you're getting. So this is how it's going to come to you, all packaged up together. Slide that out of there. I apologise for the rustling. So first of all, we've actually got the barn, and it is a substantial die, and they are nested. So you've got all of these nested shapes, okay? So I'm just going to, so it's not as shiny, just lean it forward. And it is, because if I bring my hand in there, that is a really big die. So these are going to be fabulous card blanks, and it is, like I say, goes down inside, brilliant for getting your perspective right in your projects. So that's the first one. Moving on, now he is adorable. Old Tractor Tom, he is fantastic, love this die. And again, I'm just going to flip it over. Look at all those shapes that we're going to get. He is brilliant. So we've got the really big one and all the smaller ones decreasing down in size, right down. Look at his little teeny one. So again, the perspectives in our projects are going to be amazing. So we can have the really big ones at the front, the really small ones out in the back, and it builds up that wonderful perspective on our projects. But I like using this big one, and I've got a demo showing that as an aperture. So you're actually looking through the tractor and out into the fields. It's fabulous. Moving on, we have got our spout, and again I've got another one with this demo, but I've turned it the other way up. a little bit different, using it in a different way. We have our sweet sprig. So we've got these beautiful apples, and also we've got a single apple, a collection of apples, and then the blossoms. And these have all got matte layers as well. Don't forget, you've also got all of your charisma, all of your, so you can actually print all that off and be able to use all of that as well. So the colourways are there for you. We have the woven willow. So again, the woven willow, 2 separate dies. We've got the matte and then the one with all of the cuts in. And that is again a substantial die, so a card blank on its own. Let yourself in. Brilliant, loving this one. Again, we're looking at that old country look of different things that are a little bit rusty. So again, 2 dies and ruffled. Oh, he's just beautiful. He's really fluffy. He's all fluffed himself up because he's a little bit chilly, but he is adorable. And again, he's got his matte layer. Then we've got frayed. Now, things like this within the actual 2 Red Robins collection, you don't know that you actually need it until you get it. Now, the frayed piece is wonderful. Now, again, I've used this in one of my demos, okay? So it's my handle for my bucket because my bucket's broken. So again, think of all those different ways we can use it. But we get in 2 different sizes. So we're actually getting 4. We're getting 2 matte layers and 2 different pieces of frayed. We've got our bumblebees. Obviously, we've got our beehive. So it's Bumblebee Barn. So we've got our bumblebee shelter. Again, 2 separate dies. This is Fluff and Feathers, and these are just wonderful. Again, the colourway, the artwork is all done for you. It's fabulous. All you have to do is download it. Now, in addition to all of that, you're actually going to get your paper pack. Now, your paper pack is 8 designs, and you're getting 2 of each. And then you've also got vellum. So I'm going to open this because I want you to see it because it's beautiful. Again, you know, our team for the artwork is just amazing. So there you can see all of the designs. So you're going to get the actual designs that are on this cardstock. I'll turn that around so it's the right way. But look at the scenes. It's going to be so easy to build on these scenes. So just quickly go through, flick through. You can just imagine walking down that lane on your way down to the farm. Just wonderful, wonderful scenes. But you're not only getting them in this, you're also going to get them in the vellum. Let's have a look. Hello, everybody. So Lorraine, she's found it. Hello, everyone. Sue Martin, you're not late at all. No, you're not. Good morning to Claire. Good morning, everybody. Elaine. And I know we've got someone watching from Spain. How amazing is that? So we've got Lorraine in Spain. Good morning, Lorraine. That rhymes. So let me find the actual vellum that goes with this one. Now, I love this because obviously you've got 2 sides to the vellum. So you've got the actual where it's quite a sharp print, but you turn it over and it gives you a different feel. It is wonderful. Now, I have brought myself in a little piece of white paper. So if I just put that there and show you the 2 different ways. So that is quite muted. If I turn it over, you can really see we've got that sharp side. So you've got two ways with your vellum. So you're getting double. So it's really double-sided. So again, remember, all of this paper pack is coming to you for all of this. The vellum's, again, beautiful. And you can parch into your vellum as well. You can put colour in there if you wish to sharpen that image and pick an extra image. So, Bumblebee Bar Collection. You've got 45 dies, 16 sheets, and it's now $77.99. You've got P&P, which is free, UK P&P, but our Robin's Nest members, remember, if you're not a Robin's Nest member, do join in. So if you're, so it's £70 and 19p, but if you're spending over 50, you get free postage and little tweet. So let me bring in little tweet because you're going to, he's adorable. So I have here my little tweet. Let me just show you. I've cut him out of a silhouette because I think he's fabulous as a silhouette. And this is just some of the, so that's the little tweet die. So we've got our matte layer and our fabulous little die, okay? When he's cut out, this is what he looks like. So I'm going to bring in my white cardstock again. How adorable are they? They are just fantastic. But if you cut them out as a silhouette, aren't they amazing? So again, snipping into these is going to be fabulous, but also adding that shadow behind them also makes them pop. So again, so your little tweet, spend £20 on products in this show, and it will be automatically, you haven't got to go and find it and put it in your basket, it automatically goes into your basket. So as soon as you've spent £20 and put £20 into your basket and check out, little tweet is yours and he's on his way to you. And I know it's going to be one of those dies that you're going to love and use again, just because of his versatility is amazing. So now moving on to the alphabets. Now the alphabets are from our Just In Case collection. Sorry for the rustling, I'm just trying to move, I'm moving everything out the way so I can bring these in. So there we go. So the alphabet and numbers are from our Just In Case collection, and this is what they're like. Now, I'm going to flip those over because they're on a Swift system. So you just pass them through, so none of these are going to go missing. You haven't got all like a single A and a single B and they're going to wander off and you're going to think, well, you know, I've lost that forever now. And something I just want to quickly show you, in the numbers we've got all the so we've got first, second, thirds, so all of those are actually your ordinals are in with your numbers, and then a Swift die, and look how big they are, really good size, and they're readable. That is one of the things I love about this die collection. It's all wonderful font and it's readable. Then we have all of the alphabet. So you get, remember, all three of these are coming as one bundle. You're getting your uppercase, full alphabet, and then in the lowercase ones, I think this is fabulous. You're going to get all of your apostrophe. So you get question mark and your full stop and your comma. So that's all in there. But one of my favourite things is your I and your J, your dots attached. Not only is it a full Swift, but when you've cut this out, you haven't got to go and find the dot for your I because you've lost it. It's actually attached to the letter. So again, the design on this is brilliant. So just remember, your bundle includes all three. That 1214 isn't just for one, it's for all of them. Now, let me tell you a little secret. Stephanie's not in the building today. She's not here in the building. So we've taken a little bit more money off for you, but don't tell her, okay? We've reduced the price. So again, that price has come down even more. So that's fabulous. So putting those two together, I think the two collections, the alphabet and also the Bumblebee Barn, is just, the savings are brilliant, but so versatile. So remember, Robin's Nest membership, that is also going to get you even more. So you're going to get 10% off all your purchases on the Highlight website, free delivery on orders £25 over, early access to website exclusives. Now that, I forgot that, we did that yesterday, didn't we? We did our exclusive show. So you're actually going to get previews to all of those. So you've got early access, Robin's Nest lanyard. Now the lanyard is important because if you come to the NEC or any of the shows that we're at, you've got your lanyard on when you come to our stand. It gets you another 10% off what's on the shows, including the offers. So that's 10% across the board. Fabulous little pin bash, special offers. You've got a window sticker and you hear about all of our workshops and retreats first. So at £24, that's only £2 a month. So £24 in one go, and that gets you all of those benefits. And again, only spending for your free, again, just for your free postage. That'd be just brilliant, won't it? So let's do some demos. Okay. And again, Bumblebee Barn, I must say, it is one of my favourite collections. So here we have, I've used one of the extras on this one. So we have got Belle on here as well, because it would be a shame to miss her out. So this is kind of what we've got going on. So what we got, hi, oh my goodness. Hi, Angie. Angie's watching from Greece. Oh, she's a lovely friend. Hi, my love. That is wonderful. Oh, that has really made my day. So we have Belle. So she is on that side. I'm going to decoupage her up a little bit as well. So we have from the collection, our downpipe, we have some of our blossom. I'm going to pop them to one side because I've done a little bit of decoupage. Now our downward spout, it actually is that way. But I've thought, I want to turn it round the other way. So I know we've got grasses, but even though we turn that round, it still works because the grass is going this way. And I know we've got this little bit of water, but I'm thinking it might not be dripping. It might have been rained on, so it's got wet from above. So I've thought, I want to use it this way round. So I've gone ahead and I've made myself a little card blank. So I've folded some card in half, just put the die across the edge and cut that out, and then I've gone and done another cut to finish that off. Okay, so we've got Teresa watching as well. What design? Yeah, miss you all too. So this is now going to be on here, lining it up. Now I'm only choosing one area to line it up against, and I'm going to pinch that because now I can pivot. Now I can pivot, I can slide that in, so I know I've got that directly over my other cut. Okay, so that's my card blank. Now I've cut into all of this. I'm going to bring in my foam mat because I want to add some shape. Now I'm just going to use my ball tool. I'm not going too mad, just a little bit of pressure on there. So that's my first piece, and then a little bit of pressure on that one. But on this one, I'm going to snip some of this away. So I'm just going to take away that top edge, and it's so easy to follow the pips and the snips to be able to snip into all of these and make it a little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to discard that. So that's my second piece, and then finally this is then adding, bringing it all forward. That's my last piece. I am going to use some foam tape to actually mat and layer all of this. In fact, I won't. I'm going to go with my 3D glue gel because it's a little bit quicker for everybody. So I'm going to put a little bit of gel on there. That's my first layer. Again, just lining it up, dropping it on. I'm going to pop this on here. Is anybody else? Who else can we say hello to? Oh, Diane, you're not late. Yes, you're here now, of course. You need to go on the website, Diane, and catch up on all the offers that we've got on there because it is incredible. And if you're not a Robin's Nest member, do that bit first, okay? So any of you that aren't Robin's Nest members, get on there and do that bit first because it's instant. Okay, you've not got to wait for us to send you a code, download anything or anything. It is an instant upload. Now we've got our beautiful bell. Now to bring her forward, I'm actually going to snip away this back wing. Okay, just like so. And again, it is so easy to do this. All I'm doing is allowing my scissors, every time I've made a snip, I just follow on to the next one. It is super, super easy. Now I can actually decoupage this lovely bell, and she really is gorgeous. Again, remember, all of the reflections you can download. And also, I love the reflections because if you save one, you can follow them for the colouring in as well. So it's that you can actually teach yourself to do the colouring in. So I'm going to have Belle just coming in. She's coming in to land like so on there, and then my lovely blossoms from the Bumblebee barn are now going to tuck in. And because I've used that glue gel, I can actually lift some of these elements up and slide them in, so they're going to add that colour, that flourish that obviously sets off Belle. Again, snipping into them. So don't be afraid to do this. This is why we put all these snip lines in. You know, make them your own. Create those extra designs. So who else have we got? Have we got any more new ones? We've got Sophie. Oh, right. Okay. Morning, Sophie. Teresa. Hello, everybody. Oh, Oh, these are lovely. Hi, Lorraine. We've got Lorraine, Sue, Claire, Elaine, Loza. Hi, Loza. I hope I've said that right, Loza. We've got Edith, so we've got lots of you out there watching. Now for this, all I'm going to do is actually bring up these edges like so. Again, 3D glue gel really is our friend. I'm just going to, in fact, this one I'm going to decoupage up on there. I'm going to add a little bit extra to there, like so. And then finally, I'm just going to snip off, but all these snipped off pieces, I will save and I'll use them in additional projects. So if I'm needing, again, because we're out in nature, if I'm needing a little bit of a twig or a stick, I will tuck them in, I keep them. So again, tuck that in there, bring in belt over the top, and that is our first demo. So I've managed to use it, turn it the other way around, and we've created a card blank. Just been a little bit careful because of the wet glue. But there we have Belle coming into land. She's not quite got there, but look, she's stunning. Absolutely beautiful. So Bumblebee Barn and Belle really do go together. So Belle is again 2 dies. She is normally $8.99. We've got her on sale for $7.99, but you obviously, you frugal crafters are all Nest members, aren't you, by now? So you come down to £7.19, which is fabulous. So if you remember, again, Bumblebee Barn also, 45 dies. We've got 16 sheets of backing papers for you in seam building. Remember, not only the backing papers, you've got vellum in there too. So that was $119.99. Come down to $77.99, but again, Nest members comes down even more to $70.99. You're saving £49.80, which really shocked me. Now these are only 48-hour deals, okay? So you must get them in your basket before Saturday the 19th of March at 11:59 p.m. to actually get that. And because you're already spending £20, you've got £20 in your basket, you're going to get a little tweet. He's a freebie, so that is just wonderful. So you don't even have to do anything to get the little tweet. You don't have to go anywhere on the website and find him. He will automatically go straight into your order. Love him. So that is our first one. So I'm going to pop that to one side. Over we go. So let's have another demo. In fact, I have actually got a little bit of inspiration. So can I just show you a little bit of inspiration and then we'll get on with the demo. So to start off with, I did mention about using the tractor. Now this is a big card, but I've to use the tractor as an aperture. Now this just is Bumblebee Barn, just at it's just wonderful. So in here, we've got the actual suite with the apples. Open it up and we have all of our beehives inside and also our apples. We've got our basket in there that's been cropped down, so it's only a small basket. Remember, all of these we can cut into. And then the actual aperture is Tom the tractor, which is wonderful. So that's just one. Another one is fabulous. We have the downward pipe, but we've actually got it the other way up. We've got these little bees, but we've also got this. It's just, I just love using your florals with all of these as well. So all of your other collections, every time with a new collection with our red robins, your florals and everything are going to work again and again and again. And you don't have to have bought all the other kits. You can start here right now with Bumblebee Barn. Just start with Bumblebee Barn and add in your elements and it's all going to work, okay? It's just brilliant. It works every time. Again, here we have Tom, and this time this one is on some acetate, so it is a little bit different. Whoops. So we have Tom on the acetate. So again, we're adding perspective to our cards. This one we've used the big one on here. Love him. Again, apples, got the basket, and we've also got the additionals in here of the fray. So we've got the rope pieces, and in the past we've had the actual spade and the fork, so we've used those. So move that to one side. And then here we have, on this one, I just wanted to show you what the morning delivery looks like. So morning delivery are the milk bottles. So again, it's going to be fabulous with your Bumblebee barn. So pop them to one side. So our morning delivery on the screen is 7 dies in total. So remember, the morning delivery is a nested set of dies, okay? And it was $17.99. It's now $12.99. So we've got that saving of £5, but if you're in the nest, you're saving £6.30, which again, if you're not already a nest member, put that in your basket. Like I say, it's instant. As soon as you put it in, check it out, it's instant. You don't have to go looking for codes. You'll get that 10% off all your next orders. So, okay, this one is, we've got our lovely Fluff. Look at him. So let me find him in here. Isn't he adorable? He really is absolutely adorable, but he's 2 dies. So I think he's ruffled. He is a little bit ruffled. So I'll just leave him to one side. So here we have ruffled. I've also used in this one our fluff and feathers. Okay. I've used quite a few items actually. We've got our basket, so we've also using woven willow, and I've used our sweet sprig as well. So all of those we've used in this. So again, it builds up something really, it's just beautiful. I've opted for making it into a card blank. So I've folded it over, just had it over the edge and cut that out. Finished it off by creating a full one, because it always makes it look that little bit, you're making your card look professional because it's a whole card. So then mat that on there like so. So we're making, that is then our card blank. And I'm then going on to my little baskets. Now the baskets, again, the snippability in this is fabulous. So I'm going to pop that one as a whole one, but I'm going to go in here and actually snip away some of the inside of this, because I'm going to mat and layer it up so I can tuck some of these apples actually inside the basket. And again, it's so easy to do this. Snipping along all the pips. Like so. I'm going to go round that handle and you can hear all the pips being snipped. It's really quick and easy. I'm going to take those away at the back. Like so. And I snip all the way around here. So I'm taking out what would really be the inside of the basket. So when I decoupage that up, it's going to give me that elevation, and it gives me somewhere to actually put all my tuck in. So I'm going to be able to get all my fabulous red apples inside there. So again, whoops, I know I've snipped up to there, like so. Snipping round a couple more. And oops, and again. So there we have my basket, and I've just taken out those few pieces. I'm going to add a little bit of shape to this one, and this one is going flat. Pop that on there like so. So what would you be building? Have you got an event coming up where you could use this? Is there somebody in your life that loves tractors? What would you be building once you get the collection home? Have you got any makes at all that you could put upon to show us what you've made with your previous collections as well? Or how would you integrate this one with what you've already got? Is there one of your projects that you've done that you thought, oh, I could just do with the basket? Okay, and just add that in. So I've added some height to this one. Remember, I've snipped in, so I've not put my tape all the way in there. And these is where I'm going to bring in some of my apples. Now, on my printer, it doesn't do borderless printing, and it's gone over the edge. But I've not actually thought, no, I'm going to throw that away. I'm going to tuck that in. So it doesn't matter that I've got this bit missing. I've still cut it out, but I'm going to hide that inside there. So I've still got my apple to use. So a little bit of shape, bring in these apples. Again, for me, glossy accents for these would be amazing to add then. So we're getting to use our stash and all those lovely different mediums that we like to have. So a little bit of glossy accents on here would make, or even a little bit of sparkle pen. So we could also add to this glitters and things. So it could be a frosty morning that somebody's come out to actually do this and pick these. So now I've got these on a stem on here, and I'm going to put some shape on. I'm going to put some 3D glue gel on, and this is where I'm actually tucking this in. I'm going to lift that up, pop that inside there. So now I've got that on there, and again I'm going to fill this basket, but also, oops, one of my apples has fallen out. Okay, so, or a couple have fallen out. So now I'm building in that perspective. I'm adding that difference. I'm bringing my apples further forward. And my feathers. So I'll put a little bit of glue on the feathers. That is then going to tuck in and behind like that. So again, I'm adding all this definition. Again, add that inside, tucking it in. So we've got our lovely fluffles next. Ruffled. I keep calling him fluffled. Okay, so I'm going to just curl him. Then on this one, all I've done, I've not hurt him. I've just snipped away on his legs, just so I can decoupage him up to make him even fluffier. So I'm adding just decoupage glue to this top piece. I've not put any down here. And then that means I can make sure that he sits where his body touches his legs, flat, and then he's 3D forward. And then I can then mirror that again, because he's actually going to sit where the feathers are. He's just caught inside there like that. So there we have our ruffled. We've got our feathers, and I think I'm actually going to use this. I did put it in as an extra, but why not? Again, I'm going to lift everything forward and just tuck that in. So we've chopped off the branches, we're collecting the apples, and there we have a lovely sweet little card. And again, using our matte layers, I've actually created it as a card blank as well. It's just wonderful. Bumblebee Barn is a fabulous, fabulous collection. Wonderful. So now we need to recap on those offers. So I just want to quickly go through, because I don't want you to miss this. It's 48 hours only that we've got this deal on. So it really is first, you know, with the first ones that are there will get the best of the deal. So it runs out on Saturday, the 19th of March, okay, at midnight. So you really do need to get in quick. So our deal is Bumblebee Barn. We have the complete collection. This isn't just some of it and a small, this is the whole collection you're getting. You're getting 45 dies, 16 sheets. Remember, you're also getting the vellums in there, which you can use double-sided. The normal price for this is £119.99. That's a huge saving of £49.80 for you fabulous Nest members, okay? So, again, no, it's UK free, it's free P&P for UK members as well. And because you've spent that over £20 this time, you're going to get the little tweet. Oh, isn't he lovely? So he's coming automatically. As soon as you buy Bumblebee Barn, you don't have to look for him. He goes straight into the basket with Bumblebee Barn and the paper kit as well. So he's there instantly. So he's just marvellous. Then on top of that, remember, we've got our alphabet and number bundle. So again, wonderful saving. And you're getting all three of these. This isn't £12.14 just for one, the uppercase or some. You're getting all three. So you're getting uppercase, lowercase, and all the numbers. And in there, you've got your ordinals and your punctuation. You've got your and, your question mark, and your full stop, etc. So it's all in there together. So and it's a swift system. That is really important. I think that is something that is fantastic with this. It's a swift system, so you've not got single dies. You're not going to put them down on your desk and lose them. So again, $13.49 for now, and you Nest members save again for an additional, you're saving going down to £12.14. It's just brilliant. Back to Belle. So Belle, again, you've seen her in the demo. She is adorable. 2 dies, so you're going to get your matte layer behind. So you could actually create a card blank with Belle and have her as a gift tag. Okay. Angie says she can't believe the prices. Oh, bless you. Neither can I, Angie, either. That's just fabulous. The rural patches. Now, I am going to find this and show you what this is, because the rural patches, you're getting far more than what you're seeing there. Okay, so you're going to get 12 dies. So so you've got big, medium and small. So you're getting all of these. There's a lot here, and I just want to show you some of the cutouts, what it looks like when it's cut out. So let's bring these out. Different colourways if you wanted to, but think, we had a paper pack, or we have got a paper pack that's got textured paper in there, and one of them does actually look just like Hessian. So if you were to cut these out of that actual paper, the Hessian looking paper, it's just amazing. So we've got a heart, we've got our square. What other patches have we got? We've got our circles, but just look how many we go down to. And let me get these out. I just want to get these out for you. Just a minute, just a second. Look how little. So we go from something that's huge. We've actually just done a collection that's got a coat and overalls in it, haven't we? Get to work. How lovely will these patches be on the coat, on the sleeves and the elbows of the coat? It's just brilliant, as if somebody's mended it for somebody. So just when you think, oh, what would I do with the patches? You actually really do need them. So Angie's just saying that she wants to buy them when she comes over. We've got rural patches now, 12 dies. So I just really needed to show you that there's more than what you're seeing on the screen. So again, our usual price is $12.99. Now it's down to $9.99. Okay. Now the Robin's Nest members are saving $8.99, which again, so if you're not a Robin's Nest member, put that in your basket first. Okay. Make sure you do. It's only £24 for the whole year, and you're getting an extra 10%. So if you're not a Nest member, put that in, check it out. You become a Nest member instantly. It's straight away. Then go back in, pop in your patches and your Bumblebee barn, etc., and you're going to get that additional saving. Okay, morning delivery, again, 7 dies. In fact, let me bring that in. I'm just going to scoot. I'm getting a little bit messy now. I apologise, but I just want to show you all these deals that we've got going, because it really is fabulous. So here for our morning delivery, just move things out the way. In our morning delivery, that's our morning delivery. Look how big that die is. It is fabulous. So in here, Craftmaster wallets, again, on the deals, 3 for 2. Put 3 in your basket, you only pay for 2. Nest members get an extra 10% again. Fabulous deals, absolutely incredible. And I know you're going to love these. Now, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be a little bit naughty, because these go with these, the milk bottle top lids. So if you cut them out of metal, you put them on there like that, you've got a metal milk bottle lid. How cool is that? And they're on the website as well. So again, there's a link on here to take you to the website, but if not, go to www.highlightcrafts.com. That is where you're going to find all of these fabulous savings. But I really needed to show you these. So let me just lay these out. Look how fabulous is that? I know we've got other collections where we've got doors and things in them. Let me move those out the way. How amazing are these? This is just, so building up that perspective, we've just stuck one in front of the other, but also the milkman doesn't just deliver the milk, does he? He brings orange juices and all sorts. So if you were then to get your pens out and colour these in, you've got orange juice delivery as well. So it's just so versatile. It's just brilliant. I love Robin's, our Robin's highlight. It's just fabulous. I love them. Sorry, I get really excited about them. So again, morning delivery, 7 dies, as you can see, all nested, fantastic, was $17.99, now $12.99, but our lovely Robin's Nest members get it for $11.69. So if you're not a member, put that in first, check out, go back in, get your extra savings. It really is worth it. It's amazing. So we've got our rusty bucket as well, and I'm going to show you that. So let's pop that to one side. Again, it's nested. Bring this in. Look how big this is. So you're getting 12 dies again with this, and you're getting the little pieces that actually make the bucket handles go on, the little rivets, and the multiple handles to make these as well. So we've got, look how big this is. Let me just take this off here. It's huge. That is just fabulous. But once you actually use it just as it is, cut it out in different colourways. You could even do your painting techniques on this and turn them into pots, etc. So don't think of it as just a rusty bucket. This could be anything, okay? It could be, but one of the things that I like to do with it is, because it's a rusty bucket, I actually, in fact, let me show you. So let me bring this one out. Again, different colourways. Look at all these. I've got all these cuts. They're amazing. Right down to, look at this. Okay, so we're going to go ginormous bucket. Oh, little teeny weeny bucket with its handle on. That is just amazing, isn't it? You've got all of that, and it's, oh, I just think it's fabulous. I get so excited when we're doing things like this. So one of the things that I do with this, so we've got 12 dies. Again, $24.99. Now this is a really big saving for this one. We bring it down to $17.99, but Robin's Nest members have got it for $16.19. Again, £8.80 saving. That is incredible. So if you think you're saving the £8.80 saving, if you look at the others, so on this one, we've got 6 dies just to say, but you're saving, again, what is it costing us? £8.99, £8.09. So if you put the bucket, rusty bucket in your basket, the saving that you're saving with a rusty bucket, you're getting, if you think about it, you're getting the actual, just to say, you're adding that in for free, really, aren't you? What you would normally pay for the bucket, you're getting that for free. So if you think about it like that. So storage wallets, amazing. 3 for 2. Now I've got to say, we all just love the storage wallets. We really do. So what we do when we work with the collections is we pop in our storage wallets. We have the size that actually fit the actual storage. We keep the cellar bag that the actual packaging is in. We put our die cuts in the cellar bag and pop everything within the storage wallet. So we've got our die cuts, we've got our extra snips of our printables, and then we've also got the die all together. So when you want that rusty bucket, you can go straight to it and you've already got everything together like I just did here. I've got all of it all in together with one. But I just want to show one of the things with the rusty bucket. So I just get my scissors, not my best scissors, I must admit. I don't do this with my best scissors. And where it is, I'm just going to literally go through there. Now remember, it's a rusty bucket. Now I'm going to snip into this, okay, and I'm going to just snip. I'm not no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to turn it round, and wherever the snip snips is where I'm going to be happy with it. I'm going to put a hole in my rusty bucket. There's a song in there somewhere, I'm sure. And now I'm going to take the edge of my scissors, I'm going to scuff around the edge of my rusty bucket, my hole, like this, all the way around. So now I've got a hole in my bucket. And then I'm literally going to take that and fold it over, like so. Okay, and then if I take my inks, I can ink these edges in my brown inks and make them look even rustier. So then if I have get another bucket and pop it behind, it's not the same size, but it's okay, we'll work with it. So you can see if you double them up, you can still see the inside of the bucket, but we've got a rusty hole, so we've got a hole in the buckets. So there's so much you can do with these to change them up into different things. So my next demo does actually include a bit of the rusty bucket. So let's move all this out the way. So also print and stick, okay, we've got this on as well, and again, fabulous saving. Now the print and stick, I just want to quickly, before I do the rusty bucket and the next demo, I'm going to bring this in, okay. So on here, I have got a little demo in here actually. Let me pull all of this out. The print and stick is fabulous because it gives you instant stickers straight away for your actual projects. So if you were doing a craft store, this is something that I would definitely use this for. You've got all of your lovely cards. Sometimes you find it really difficult to get that personalised, especially if it's an unusually spelt name. So you could have all of these, cut them all out with your stickers, with your print and stick, print it onto full sheets like I have here. So all I've done is I've printed the colour that I wanted as a full sheet. Then I've laid my dies on, cut them all out, so I've now got the right colour for the right project. Once I've got that and I've built up a stash, I've now got all these elements that I can make something that's personalised. So this is then adding to what how I can use it. And also one of the things that I love is that I can also create quick sentiments. So I've printed the colour I wanted. You could even just use it as it is because it's white, and then stick them onto your black backgrounds as well. So switching that style over, sorry, excuse me. So I've actually cut these out and I've made stickers straight away. So again, you could have this to one side, have all of your things made, and then if somebody says, well, it's a birthday, I don't want one that says anniversary, I want one that says birthday. You've got that personalisation straight away on your stall. Take it out, take the backing off, stick it on, done. It's brilliant. So this one, we've got Tractor Tom. So again, the saving is incredible. So if you pop this in your basket, for your Nest members, you're saving £3.90. It's just brilliant. So it's normally £11.99 for 25 sheets. It's now come all the way down to £8.09, which is brilliant. Amazing saving, okay? So we've got Tractor Tom, okay? He's just marvellous. We love him. So again, I've gone ahead, made a card blank. Let's just quickly stick this together because I want to show you the actual how I've made it into a personalised one, okay? So tractors always reminds me, I've got nephews in my family that are tractor mad, even more so that they work with them. It's their full-time job being a farmer or working within that environment. So I've gone ahead, and my boys, I've got two boys, and we used to go to a certain park nearby, and there was exactly this, it just looked like this. It had got flat tyres so the kids could climb on it, and they absolutely adored it, and it was their favourite thing. And I have got so many photos of my two boys sat on this blue tractor at this park. So that's my actual card blank, okay? So now I've decoupaged the wheel, so I've literally just snipped around it. So I want to add a little bit of height to the wheel. And again, something that I use all the time is my Craftmaster Tool. It's just amazing. Again, look on the website, add all these things into your basket, because you're going to add, you know, with your Robin's Nest membership, you're going to get even more savings. So I've chosen to change the colour of the wheel. Okay, so this is going on here, and I've literally snipped around. That is going to sit, oh no, it'll match up. Looking for that one piece, there we go, I'm happy with that there. So I've created my lovely little card blank. It stands up all on its own, fabulous. But let's add the actual pieces. So this is where I think this is fabulous. Okay, so I've used my Craftmaster sheets, my sticker sheets, and I've printed out my number, and I'm just going to take the backing off. This is where I need my glasses. Okay, I'm just going to take the backing off. Again, let us know which ones that are your favourites. What is it that's missing out of your collections that you've had before and you thought, oh, I really wish I'd had been able to get Bumblebee Barn. And now this super price is just fabulous. So there we have. So here's 3. I've missed a little bit of sticky. Okay. And it's so easy. It peels off beautifully. Okay. Really simple, like so. So this is going to go near the wheel. So this is then using your sticker sheets to make those personalised things. So using the alphabets. So we've got 3. And I've just made myself a little plaque, and then I can cut that down. So using my tool again, taking away that back in. Like this. Oops. I think I've got it. It's always the case, isn't it? Normally it would be, oh, there we are, I've got it. There we go. So I'm now just going to make myself a little personal. So it's going to be 3 today. So this is what you could actually be doing straight away on your stand. So they could say, oh, I want number 3, or it's his 4th birthday. Well, you've got that advantage now when you've got these. And again, even if you were to sit on your stall, you don't even have to have one of the really big die cutting machines because they're quite small. So you could sit cutting these out, and then they'd come over and say, oh, what are you doing? And say, oh, well, I'm cutting my alphabets because my cards are personalised. And it draws in interest, and straight away, you personalise them. Can you make me one now? Absolutely. And all they've got to do is give you the spelling. My word might not be particularly straight, but I just want to make sure that you get to see all of this. And again, can you see how easy these are peeling off? It's not distorting my letters at all, other than probably my not so straight sticking down. But I apologise because I am rushing a little bit. So move that over like that. We're going to snip into this because this is a bit big. It always makes me nervous also when I do something like this. I think, have I spelt that right? You know when you double check yourself? Now, using that technique, I'm just going to rough up those edges. Okay, like so. Okay, because I've used my scissors. Again, it's a tractor. It's going to be a little bit muddy and scruffy. So let's add a little bit of texture to that. So it's 3 today, and that is using those sticker sheets. But I know I was rushing a little bit, but it still didn't take me very long, did it, to personalise this? So we've got our tractor. It's personalised as a 3 today card. And you wouldn't be able to do that without those fabulous alphabet dies, which is brilliant. Absolutely. Angie says she's currently making new baby card for her friends, and I don't know how to say that, Angie. I'm really sorry. It's a Greek name, so that is it begins. It's Gerassimos. I wouldn't have no idea how to spell that, but that is an absolute reason why you need to have that alphabet. So buy on the web. Yep, make your way over to the web, www.highlightcrafts.com. Okay, again, pop in that Robin's Nest membership if you're not already a member, because that is really important, because we want to give you as many savings as we can. Okay, we want you to be able to make it so you make all those savings, get the most out of that membership. So your Robin's Nest membership, £24 for a whole year. So that's just breaking it down to £2 a month. That's less than the price of a coffee, isn't it, really, when you think about it? So again, if you're not a member, do that first, log it out, okay? So actually purchase it, and it's instant. You haven't got to wait for an email from us to say that your code is this. It's instantaneous. Then go back in and then do your purchases, and you will get that extra Robin's Nest membership, okay? So you get 10% off all your purchases along on the website, the Highlight website. You get your free delivery on orders over £25. You get early access to those website exclusives. You get a lovely lanyard. Now the lanyard is important because if you're wearing your lanyard, again, we're at the NEC, so come and see me this weekend because that's where I'll be there demoing. So we really want, you know, we're so looking forward to seeing everybody at these events. But your lanyard, come to the stand and you get an extra 10% off as well. Everything, even the offers. Then also you get your pin badge, access to all the special offers, your window sticker, and you get to hear about all of our fabulous workshops and retreats ahead of time. Then also remember, we've got an extra special little add-on. If you spend £20 worth of products from the show, you're going to get our little tweet die free. He's automatically going to be dropped into your basket once you get over that £20 mark. So if you buy the Bumblebee Barn, that is already in your basket to come to you. So that is just incredible. So again, just going back over Bumblebee Barn, it's the biggest saving yet. It is amazing. So in the collection, you've got all 45 dies, 16 sheets. Again, remember those vellums are double-sided. It was $119.99 and it's now $77.99. Free postage and packaging because we've taken you over that limit of the postage and packaging. Robin's Nest members, again, coming down to £70.19p. You've got a massive saving. Nest members, £49.80. That is huge. That is just, it's just what you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't want to miss that. So it's fabulous. And back to the alphabet and number bundle. Again, remember using it for your personalisation of things that you need on there, making all your anniversary cards, etc. Them spellings and names that you've not got. So alphabet number bundle, it says 3 dies, but it's actually an uppercase whole alphabet, a lowercase whole alphabet, and also all your numbers. So you're getting 3 whole collections in this, all one. And that £12.14 isn't just for one of them, it's for all 3. So again, a fabulous saving for our Nest members. And then finally, our print and stick Craftmaster. Again, wonderful saving on our Nest members of £3.90. Again, you can find all of this on our highlights website, so www.highlightcrafts.com. You can find the link in the description as well, and you can call us. So please, if you just call us on 03300 889 338, and they'd be lovely to get you through and put all these orders process. So that is our first of one of our sales collections, and I really hope that I've been able to give you inspiration, and it's just so it's lovely to have you to join us. So I want to say thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.